All right, guys, there she is. We are heading out of here. We fixed everything, all the cave-in. Bro, easy, buddy. Easy. I know we're leaving in a minute. He knows I'm doing my end-of-day video. He knows we're leaving. But anyways, we got the first course all down, spray foamed, all clipped together. Everything's squared up. We're looking pretty good. So we got a big floor to pour tomorrow, a 40 by 80 mono slab. We're gonna pump it. So we're gonna break off of this job for a day, and we'll be back. We'll be back here on Wednesday, and we'll build these walls, get this thing up for them. Then we can pour it probably next Monday. Okay, guys, we're back over here, and we're gonna get going on this project. It's Wednesday. We were over here Monday. We had to pour a big floor yesterday, so we weren't here, but we're back. We're gonna start building this bad boy up. Hopefully we don't have any more cave-ins. Did have a little chunk fall in there, but that's nothing. We got a bunch of blocks over here, so we got to get this thing up and get it braced. Mike and Chris are here. Biscuit and Dustin are grabbing the all our scaffolding so that we can get it all braced and everything, and we want to pour this Monday, so that's the game plan. All right, guys, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon. We're still plugging away here. Got some scaffolding set up, bracing. We got to build this back wall up to that height. That's our final height because the grade's right here. So we go about halfway down and step it that way. Oh, give that to Jay, will you? Because he can reach it from in there. You need a tape? Right here, but I can't reach it. Not without a ladder. But you need a tape ladder? Alright, guys. We're just about ready to pour our walls here, guys. We're just waiting on the mud. I got 15.5 yards coming for this ICF Fox block project. So it's going to be a warm one today. The concrete is a little over an hour from the plant, so I did put a little retardant in there just to slow it down a little bit so it doesn't start to dry before it gets out of the truck. We're going to be putting anchor bolts in here. We got to level everything off. We got our string lines up to put so we can straighten our walls. We use string lines for that, and that's that. That's how we're going to do it today. Just waiting on the mud, guys. We'll probably start back there, start filling it that way and work our way that way. That's gonna be the game plan. We got rotor up there. They actually poured a floor this morning, lean-to, on a pole barn. We got that done. Now we're over here and we're kind of double teaming this stuff, getting work done. We got all our uprights up, and they're on a turnbuckle so you can adjust them. That's how we straighten the walls. We put the string lines up. That's how we do it. Stay with us. That mud should be here any minute. Here comes the mud, guys. Looks like Sean's backing her in. We gotta watch these wires. There's a couple of low wires here. And we're just gonna keep an eye on it. He's already been down in here to pour the footer, but he probably could have turned around down here, but that's all right. He's gonna back in. We're gonna get him right in here, and he's got 10 yards on, so we'll dump out our 10 yards, and then the next truck can drive right straight to him and dump onto him with the last 6 yards. That makes sense. That's how we're going to do it today. This is Circle T Concrete Company. If you don't watch our channel much, this is pretty much the only concrete company that we use, unless we're like way away from their plant, which is not usually the case. We are about an hour and 15 minutes from the plant here today, so they will travel for us. But we did put some retardant in the concrete, like I said, to slow it down, because the concrete left the plant about 83 degrees, and it's probably about 90 degrees now, because you're putting hot aggregate in it. Stones are hot, the sand's hot, the water's usually a little bit hot sometimes. So all those heated ingredients inside there will start to make things harden up before you want it to. So we got to get this in the wall as quick as we can and get it done. We'll probably fill up 3 courses. There's 3 courses up here at this low point, so we'll fill it 3 courses all the way around to here, and then we'll probably go back and top it off. We'll do it in lifts, in other words. When we do it in lifts, that allows the bottom half to start to tighten up a little bit so that we don't have super lot of pressure on the bottom. End up blowing the wall out. Because if you dump too much, you can actually blow the wall out. You don't want to do that, guys. Looks like we made it under all the wires okay. So we're in good shape. My truck could have been over a little bit more, but very tight quarters over here, guys. He's got all his building materials stacked over here. There's just another house here. Ain't a lot of room on this building site. House there. So that's what we've been dealing with this project. You can get right over there. How's he looking on that stone pile? That good? I don't know how much room he needs. This here is what's called a conveyor truck, guys. It's got a conveyor belt that runs around, and this is a rear loader truck, so it shoots out the back and it jumps onto the conveyor, and there's a tremie boot that comes out the other end, and that's how you dump into the wall. So he's going to stretch all this out. It's all hydraulic, and he'll stretch that out and he can dump into our wall. It's going to be kind of a pain because we got all these uprights sticking up. He's got to work around, but we'll get her. We've used this setup before and it works pretty good. He's getting things stretched out. Not sure how great it's going to work with all these uprights. It's going to have to thread the needle between them. I wish I could get right up on this high hill right here. Should be way above it. That'd be much better. Looks like he's got a short trimming hose on there, but maybe it's just tucked in. We'll see. Stay with us. Just got to get that truck in position. We actually just had a hydraulic leak on the conveyor, so we had a wrench and we tightened it up and stopped it. So that's a good thing. He's just stretching her out now, guys. It's taking a while to get set up today. Hopefully that concrete gives us some time here. Probably gonna put this on a time lapse for you guys because we're gonna be busy. Guys, we're over here the next day and we're cleaning up. We got all our braces down. We're picking up all the plates and boards and braces and all that crap, and that's what we're up to today. And we're gonna do a little backfill work over on this side because we're supposed to get a ton of rain tomorrow, so I do not want this thing caving in like it did before on us on this side. So I'm gonna try to get some stone up against this wall and then put the sandy stuff behind it. We're hauling the sandy stuff in via dump trailer load, so that's what I'm gonna do. Everything we're bringing in here is going in with dump trailers because we don't have anybody hauling for us. So the homeowner's doing most of that. He hauled all this stone in, he hauled all this in with the dump trailer. So he's been busy. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get some stuff against this wall and get it protected, I guess, you know, from that cave in. There's some crack, you can see cracks right along that. So it's gonna wanna cave in. Water comes down this hill right into this soil. So if we get this buttoned up today, I'll feel better. It won't do anything. If we put stone and gravel in there, it's not gonna put much pressure on the wall at all. We put some sandy stuff along the bottom of here too. So that's what we're gonna do. I gotta get all this stuff out of my way though first. Biscuit's loading up everything over there. All right guys, this is the landscaping paper that we use up against on top of our stone so that we're gonna keep going with the stone, but I don't want any silt from this clay to get into my perimeter drain. So perimeter drain's right underneath here. So that's what we do. We put that paper on there, and then I'm gonna backfill with stone up against my wall. And I'm gonna back it with that sandy dirt, that sandy gravel stuff. But I wanted to get my paper down in here first. I'm gonna get the Yanmar Mini, and I'm just gonna spritzer some on here just to hold the paper where I want it, and then I'll probably get in Kevin the Kubota and start putting some real stuff in there, big scoops. First thing I want to do though, like I said, is I can control it with the Mini and spritzer that stone down in there so it holds that paper where I want it. Backfilling this wall here, and that's how I do it. I put the stone up against the wall, I put the gravel behind it. So you put a bucket of stone, then I'll put the gravel right in here, and then I'll just keep working my way up the wall, stone, gravel, and that's pretty much what it looks like. That's how we do it, huh? No tight quarters over here. Definitely tight quarters. Everything over here is tight quarters. Trying to get a better view, show you what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Stone gravel, stone gravel, stone gravel. The front there we used all stone because it wasn't very wide. This wide one I'm going stone gravel. The boys are over there putting the membrane on. That's what we're doing. Yes, and we just poured this yesterday, but we're putting the material we put in doesn't put pressure against the wall. So if it was clay dirt, it would not be good. But this stuff doesn't push the walls. I already put some material on the inside of here, on this side. I'm gonna put some in here too. So there'll be equal pressure on both sides of the wall. I think, buddy, you ready to go? You ready to go? All right, guys, that's what she looks like. We need a little more Amerifire paper for down in here. What? You ready to go, huh? We did put some stuff on the inside, but I got to get my tamper over here for that. We're pretty much out of stone and gravel. Jump down. Got a little pile of stone there. This is all backfilled. We use solid stone on this front because he wants to pour a concrete apron, so I want it to drain good. And we're gonna waterproof this here. We're gonna waterproof that between the garage and the breeze, or the lean-to here. Yeah, lean-to. The drawing a blank here. The crawl space, man. It's been a long day, guys. A long day. There's that wall to stop that undermining. So when we pour the floor, we'll fill that gap right there with more concrete. But I wanted this to set up so it won't push. So we'll fill that right in, and then there won't be any issue with how that was undermined underneath there, where we had to dig past. Everything held up over here. We had a big cluster going on over there of spray foam and stuff to hold it all together, but nothing moved yesterday. Everything looks pretty good. Not bad at all. Rowan. Bro, what are you doing in Judd's truck? Come on, get out of there. Get in Dad's truck. Come on. You get it all dirty. Come on. Sorry about that. Get in my truck, crazy man. Come on. Come on. Thanks, Judd. Hey, get in my truck. Come on. Come on. Get in my truck. Get in there. You crazy man. All right, guys, we're back at it over here. This is where we're at. It's supposed to rain today, so we weren't going to come over, but then we looked at the forecast and it's not going to rain till like 3 o'clock, so we came back over. I finished backfilling here. Biscuit's waterproofing between the crawl space and the garage. Chris just got here. We're going to start leveling this out so we can tamp it. And then I'm going to have to use the excavator to get some material in there. At some point, we're going to have to get the excavator inside of here to work. But we just got a waterproof around the corner, and I actually screwed them up. I dumped some soil there, some gravel, so we got to dig it out.
It's only a little hot in this hole when you can wring out your shorts.
Yeah, Biscuit's sweating a little bit.
An hour into work.
But we always waterproof this between the garage and the basement or crawl space. Some people don't do that. My theory is this is not waterproof, so if any water comes through here and gets into this area and wants to go that way, then I want that waterproof, so that's why we do it. Obviously everything inside that crawl space is waterproofed. Everything on this side is not waterproof because we're gonna have dirt on both sides of it, so water's just gonna, if the water gets in there, which it shouldn't because we got a serious rock drainage plane up against this bad boy. This is all rocked about here, all the way around everything. The whole front's filled with rock, perimeter drains around, everything runs out to daylight, so should never be any water in here. Bro, what's wrong, Bubber? What's wrong, my man? Says, Dad, I want to work. You got me tied up. You got a bunch of these little things inside your hair, buddy. Gave him a bath last night, but he's still got all these little weed things in his hair. Buddy, you got tons of them in these things. What the hell they are, buddy? All right, I gotta get back to work. I gotta get back to work, guys. I got a little bit of stone left. I'm gonna put along here. Not much. I'm scraping it up. Ain't much left. A little bit, and then the rest is all the sandy gravel that we're filling the inside of everything in with. This all waterproof. That's all done all the way around to there. And trucking in some sandy gravel stuff. I'm gonna fill this in another lift right now. That's what we're up to. Come on the old Yan mine. VIO 35. Bringing old Thumper in there, the big gun. It's a little bit skinny through here for Thumper, so we use the smaller tamper. But now we are going to use old Thumper. That tamper tamps, let me tell you. Tamps big time. That's where we're at. We're getting there. Takes a while to build these garages up. Well, that's the way we do it. That way you don't settle underneath there. Whack it down with that big tamper. It does not settle. Wind is really picking up out there. There's definitely a storm coming. There it is. Looking good. Got a little bit of material left. We tamped everything a bunch of times with Thumper. Next move is gonna be this floor over here. We're gonna pour this floor right in here so he can get his wooden deck on. Got a beam pocket over here. It's gonna run an LVL beam going that way, right on them jack post pads. And that's what he's gonna do there. And then we'll pour that floor, and that floor will go all the way into here, right around and out. And it's gonna have 2 inches of foam underneath it. And because he's gonna be putting some heat down there. So we're not putting tubing in the floor, but he's gonna put the tubing up in the floor joists. But there we are, guys. Not bad. Had a good day today. It was supposed to rain. It's been windy and looking like rain all day. I got his outside looking pretty good too. We cleaned up that big pile of clay that was there. We had to put some conduits in for him. They run all the way under the floor here and they go out over here. He's gonna put a generator in. One's a gas line. This one over here is a gas line. Those two are generator lines for future. They're sticking up for him. We did a neat detail over here. We cut the foam board back and we raised his door up one step from there to here because of the grade. You can see the grade's lower here and it ramps up around that corner. So, and we took the foam off of it so that that kick plate, because the floor is going to be 4 inches lower than that, so that when you're walking in and out, you kick that, you're not walking on that foam and beating that foam up. So, because otherwise it'd look, you'd have this here showing. That'd be no good. I gotta get my little buddy rotor. Give you one last look. This is a rough grade, but she looks pretty good for just a rough grade. I know, bud, we're ready to go, aren't we? We gotta beat this rain, huh? Beat this rain out of here, huh? Ready to go? Ready to go? You ready to go? You ready to go, buddy? Let's go.